A bit nervous, to be fair.
Yeah.
Leeds have been on a good run the last couple of games, so
Yeah.
Norwich, so I'd attack points now, I think.
Yeah, obviously they've got Daniel Farker coming back with them. What sort of reception will you give them?
I think they get a good one. All Norwich
Yeah.
fans love Daniel Farker, so yeah, I think they get a good reception.
Yeah, what have you made of the last couple of games? It's been pretty encouraging
Yeah, really
with
good,
2
really
wins.
positive after sort of a bit of a slump, really, a bit of
Yeah.
a worry, but yeah.
Yeah, have
Couple of wins.
they surprised you at all? Have they increased your expectations?
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite a bit, to be fair. Just a bit worried if Sargent get injured, and then we ain't got a lot up front from there.
Yeah, does it feel like squad depth is maybe?
Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah. Can I have a couple of score predictions for today's game?
Go on, mate. 2-1 Norwich. I'll go 1-1.
Who's going to score?
Sargent.
Nice.
Yeah, fairly excited. I think we do all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do well.
What do you make of Leeds? Obviously a fairly positive start to the season, but do you think they're beatable?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. They've got a few injuries as well, which is
Yeah,
quite...
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got Daniel Farker on their side. What sort of reception will you give him coming back?
Quite a good one.
Definitely
Yeah.
a good one, 100%.
Yeah.
And 18 games unbeaten at home,
Yeah.
so I think we need to take that momentum from the derby game into tonight,
Yeah.
and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Positive result, definitely.
Does it feel like it adds a bit of pressure, that home run at times when maybe Norwich are slight underdogs, that they'll be desperate to carry that on, won't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If any team's gonna, prevent us from carrying on that run, it's going to be Leeds, because they
Yeah.
beat us here last year.
Yeah.
The Farker factor and everything that comes with that. So
Yeah. What have you made of the recent form? Obviously a couple of wins in a row. Does that look like sustainable form and performances, or does it feel like a high point in what could be a bit of an up and down season?
I think we're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Definitely going in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting as well, because I think he's a good manager. Very good manager.
Yeah. Where are your expectations at the moment for sort of where Norwich can finish this season? Do you think they can push for the playoffs maybe?
Perhaps. I hope
Yeah.
so.
Perhaps.
Hope so. I mean, if we carry on the way we're going, definitely.
Yeah. Can I have a couple of score predictions for today's game?
we'll go for 2-2 draw.
Nice one.
I'm going to say 2-1 to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first game since they beat us 4-0, so
right, yeah.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, does that give you any sort of worries, or do you think there's been enough change in both of those squads, and obviously Norwich with a new head coach?
Early days, bumps in the road.
Yeah.
You got to give them time.
Yeah.
Based now we're playing. High hopes for today.
Yeah. How encouraging is it, that home form as well? I think 20 games unbeaten now here at Carrow Road. Does that
jinx
feel
it.
like? Yeah, I was going to say, is that a factor in Norwich's favour, or in games like this does it add a bit of pressure?
I think the ex-manager being here today, and the fact that they did stuff us, 4-0.
Yeah.
We didn't turn up that day, so I think there could be a little bit of revenge element coming in tonight,
Yeah.
depending on how many players played in that 4-0 defeat to what's playing tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned that things could sort of be up and down this season. Are you still expecting are you expecting a fairly transitional one, or do you think Norwich can
It is
maybe
a
push for
transition.
promotion?
Yeah,
I'm
it
expecting
is.
more than I was expecting at the start of the season.
Yeah.
The way we've been playing, how we've been playing, we carry on where we are. I think we'll end up in a good place.
Yeah.
Better than I thought.
Yeah. What have you made of Torrek's reign so far? Are you seeing the sort of football that maybe Norwich fans want to see a little bit more?
Yeah. More aggressive, more forward play, which is good. More freedom as well, I think.
Even if they lose, as long as they leave everything on the pitch, because last year they didn't really. Some games they just didn't.
Yeah.
Some games it was hot and cold.
Yeah. I suppose given the styles of these two coaches, it should be a pretty entertaining one, shouldn't it?
Should be.
Yeah.
It should be.
Can I have a couple of score predictions for today's game?
I think it'll be 2-1 to Norwich.
2-2.
Well, it was quite a poor performance today from Norwich.
Yeah.
I think we showed a lot of our weaknesses today, but we still got out with a result against a great side.
Yeah.
So can't really complain about that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the frailties in the side were really shown today. I thought McLean was quite poor. I thought Samani really didn't dominate the midfield as much as he should have. But But overall, we can't complain. We
Yeah.
still looked very good in transition. We looked good on the counter. It was just in those build-up phases that we looked quite poor.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of good things to take away from this performance. I think we'll really be up there this season, even if we're not quite ready to go up maybe. But that's not a bad thing. It shows how much progress we've made under Forup under such little time.
So do you think Norwich were quite lucky to get a point today then?
I wouldn't say we were lucky. I said a draw is probably worthy.
Yeah.
I think both teams were quite equal throughout the match.
Yeah.
Can't really complain.
Yeah.
But I still think that it showed a lot of our weaknesses,
Yeah.
especially in the build-up. We lost possession a lot, especially in that first half to that Leeds press.
Yeah.
Maybe that shows a bit of the weakness in Forup's system. Maybe it shows a bit of a weakness in our system, but it's a great result to look at the end of it and see where we can improve in the future.
Were you surprised by the quality of the game? Were you expecting maybe a bit of a higher quality?
No, I thought the quality was moderately high, in fairness. It was end-to-end, it was action-packed. It wasn't boxy, which is always what you want. You want a nice open game, excitement. So I don't think it was exactly a bad game. I just think it's one we could have definitely done a lot better, and it's one that I wouldn't be surprised if Forup tonight in his presser criticises the team a lot, because it would be deserved.
Yeah, people were earmarking it as a little bit of a sort of litmus test as to where Norwich are. You said that maybe you don't expect the team to get promoted, but was that encouraging? That
Yeah, I definitely think after seeing that, and if we can at least perform at that minimum level, despite it not being very good against one of the better sides, we'll definitely get playoffs. We're looking really, despite it being bad, and I know I sound quite harsh, it does seem like we're actually making good progress at the moment. So I'm really happy about that.
It was a really good performance actually. I thought we did really well. I said before the game I'd be happy with a point, so I'm pretty pleased with it. I thought we contained them pretty well. I think Nonto was their standout player, and when he went off, I don't think they had much else. So I'm very happy with the performance.
Yeah. Did you think the result was a fair reflection then?
Yeah. Very. I don't think we did enough to win it, and I don't think they did enough to win it either. So I think it's a fair result.
Yeah. Who impressed you out there today?
Fisher again.
Yeah.
Cordoba in the first half. I hope the injury's not too bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much of a worry is that?
Yeah, big worry. He's been awesome. And Doyle as well. McLean had a good game as well. I can't really pick a poor performance, to be honest.
Yeah. And now that Norwich have drawn with a team who will certainly be pushing for promotion, they're already sort of up there in the table. What does that tell you about Norwich and their credentials? How high do you think they can finish? Do you think they can mix it with those teams that want to be in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think we should be aiming for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they said it was a rebuild season, but I'd be happy with anywhere around 5th, 6th, 7th, that sort of area.
Yeah.
Obviously you want to get in the playoffs, but I'd still be happy if we came close, because they have said it's a rebuild season.
I suppose the big thing now is capitalising on that point against Hull, because ultimately you look at those two fixtures, you want 4 points, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we're on a good run at the moment. I think we haven't lost in 3 now.
Yeah.
We're on a good run, and hopefully it continues.
And to retain that Carrow Road unbeaten record, how important was that? This might be the hardest test Norwich have had.
It's really, really good. I think you could sense from the players a little bit they were happy with the point as well. And by the end of the game, we didn't really go for the win. We didn't throw everything at them. So, I think teams will be scared to come in.
Bit game both halves really. I think first half we were probably the better team. Took a really good goal, or penalty, sorry.
Yeah.
And then second half we kind of just laid off a little bit, a bit like last season really.
Yeah.
We're lucky not to lose at the end. So.
Yeah. Would you have taken a point going into it or not?
Yeah, I think great point.
Yeah.
Probably another promotion side team with a great game and move on to the next one.
Who impressed you out there, sort of individually?
I thought Fisher had another great game tonight.
Yeah.
Sainz really good again.
Yeah.
Slimani looked solid in midfield. We haven't replaced Tetty since he left. And obviously Gunn made some great saves again.
Yeah, a draw with a team that, as you said, will be competing for promotion. What does that say about Norwich's credentials? Does it suggest to you they can push for promotion?
Absolutely. I think last year we would have lost that.
Yeah.
This season we look so much stronger. Shame about Cordoba getting injured at half time, but I hope it's nothing serious and they'll be back the next game.
Yeah, how big of a worry is that, him going off?
I think he's massive. I think he's absolutely solid at the back. He's got the pace, he's got the strength, he can pass, he can play the football. Hopefully he'll be fine.
Yeah, I suppose now the onus is on Norwich to add to that point and get a win against Hull, because it's about consistency, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to be another team that's going to be up there.
Yeah.
They won tonight, so I hope it should be a good game on Saturday lunchtime.